Day 2 for the Kansas Wheat Tour. We started out from Colby, Kansas, and then headed south. The first field we came across was in Gove County. Wes Wilson is one of the scouts on our tour.
Right now I'm taking a sample here, a 12-inch sample. We're counting these stems to get a head count, and then from here we'll use a calculation to calculate a projected yield for this field.
Which turned out to be 40.73 bushels per acre. That was our estimate. For the next couple of fields, we saw much the same thing, relatively dry ground, and we also saw underdeveloped roots. But when we got outside of Liberal, Kansas, for the first time on the tour, at least for us, we saw a wheat that was heading. Chris Kirby with the Oklahoma Wheat Commission.
It's just as we've moved further south, which is to be expected, we would start getting into some of those starting to emerge heads, which we're starting to see. Some have already totally come out and some are just starting to emerge.
And that's a good description of what we found in subsequent fields. Obviously, every field is unique, but what we found time and again, each field was heading. We saw quite a bit of good root structure, even some soil moisture. Stand height ranged anywhere from, on the low end, 10 inches, but we did hit some fields where the stand heights were as high as 28 inches. We did run into something else, however.
Disease. Looks like we've got a lot of wheat streak mosaic in it. You can kind of see on the flag leaves, the heads, the wheat heads look really healthy and good, but when it does have that wheat streak mosaic, I would say it's probably through about a 60% effect.
And as you can imagine, a 60% disease presence is something no farmer wants to hear. Both of those fields were located in Beaver County, Oklahoma. The yield estimates for the first field, 39.48 bushels per acre. For the second field, it was 45.52 bushels per acre. From there, we continued on to Alva and then to Cherokee, which turned out to be the last Oklahoma field we tested. We headed north into Kansas again and Sumner County, and we hit the best field of the trip. This field had a bushel per acre count of 54.9. As we continued north into Kansas, crop conditions began to decline. The last field that we scouted, also in Sumner County, gave us the worst reading of the day, 30.47 bushels per acre. As far as the overall tour average, day 1, they said 38.2 bushels per acre. Day 2, 35.2 bushels per acre. Reporting for the Oklahoma Wheat Commission and Oklahoma Genetics Incorporated, I'm Don Atkinson.